CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got an interesting one for you because we got tanks. We got tanks, and they're actually pretty okay. So, man, it's been a tough go on Warships today. We were able to maintain gold for the most part, but as you can see, it's been a lot of back forth, back forth, back forth. I feel like the entire season has been like this. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you join up the Discord server. The link to that is going to be in the video description. Also, if you're using the code Chicken in the shop, we're holding a giveaway, and we actually just gave away 5 boom boxes that's full of merch, other like Boom Beach stuff that you can't buy. All that was done in Discord. I think you might still have a chance to join that giveaway. We got like 3 or 4 giveaways going at the same time, so I'm not going to talk about all that stuff. If you want to see more, join the Discord server. So, that being said, here's where we're at today. Now, I was able to make some pretty good progress today because I did a couple things. I maxed out the mortars, which was huge. I ranked up the cannons once. I skipped a few things. I still skipped troop damage. I skipped upgrading building damage. I skipped upgrading the boom cannon because here's where we went. We went boom mines. We maxed those out. That was huge. That was huge. That was a big deal. If you can get to boom mines and you don't have a lot of other defenses, that's really going to make up for not having cannons, not having boom cannons, not having a lot of single target stuff. And then next, we got tanks. Now, tanks are good right now. Are they going to be good the entire season? No. They're required to unlock, so, I mean, it's not like we're wasting keys here, but I did put some tokens in them. I would have actually maxed them out if I had more, but that's all we had for right now. Now, what tanks are good for, they're going to be good for bases that are pretty heavily defended at 4 ER. So this is a perfect example here. So this guy's got rockets. He's got he's got maxed out boom cannons, maxed out sniper towers. So it's not going to be easy. Now, also keep in mind, I'm missing a couple things. Nobody has troop health yet, and also, I don't have troop damage. So tanks are really like the meta with tanks right now is to have them with troop damage. Since I don't have that, my tanks are not as good. Just, you know, right out of the gate, they're just simply not as good. So let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's take out this boom cannon. Let's shock this one. That's gonna at least give us a fighting chance of making it at least to hopefully get 2 engines down. Something like that. All the heavies are gone except for 1. Or no, we still got some. We might not be doing that badly. But okay, so a couple tips with using tanks. Try not to flare them too much as I flare them. They move very slowly. Without troop health, machine guns are going to run through them. Without troop health, any sort of splash damage, mortars are going to do a lot of damage. The only thing I'm not worried about right here are honestly his rocket launchers. Because aside from that, everything else is going to kind of tear through them. So that's the stuff that we want to avoid. If you're flaring them past 2 machine guns, they're going to rip your tanks to shreds. Obviously, we want to avoid things like, you know, cannons and boom cannons, the obvious stuff. But let's go like this. Let's try to get 2 here. Okay, can we do this? Don't hit that shot. Oh, okay, right on the shock mine. Now, we might be able to pull off a miracle here. We might be able to do something. If I can get out of the range of that mortar. The rocket's still going to be there, but that was the idea. That was a tough base, man. That was a tough base. That guy had everything and then some. And we're not going to have the troop damage to pull this out. Looks like the rocket's going to take us down. We're not going to get a single engine. So not a great showing for tanks. This is also the first time this has happened, of course. Typically, when I use tanks, we're at least guaranteeing ourselves a couple engine rooms. Not the case for this one. He also didn't have boom mines, so that's interesting. That is interesting. But like I said, tanks are good right now if you have the troop damage. And obviously, we want them maxed out, not a rank 4. So, fighting an uphill battle, but yeah, it's kind of par for the course. It's so frustrating, you know, when you make, like, other than maxing out barrage, I'm pretty happy with my tech path. We've essentially made a perfect path based on the keys that we had. It's just that one upgrade that screwed me, because it was like It was stupid to do, but it was like, I don't know, what's max barrage? It's like 1.3 million or something. Like, I could have done so much with those other tokens. I could have had completely maxed out defenses and maxed out tanks, and, you know, it's just a bit frustrating. And our next chest, we would have been looking at troop damage and probably been able to get some upgrades there too. So, coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? But, yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, this base looks the same, more or less. So, I'm using a couple of heavies with them, just as, you know, a little bit of defense for mines and cannons and things like that as we kind of break through. So, I'm going to do this again. 1, 2. Take that out with the max barrage. That's an easy kill with 2. Might have been able to do it. Well, I don't think we would have been able to do it with 1, but it might have been close. But the idea with tanks is that you're just simply clearing engine rooms. Obviously, you're not going for time. But with the base that I switched to today, which we should also talk about, I don't think anybody was able to... I don't want to say nobody was able to clear it, but it was very few and far between the guys that were actually finishing the base versus, you know, who we were able to go against. That didn't make sense. Not many people fully cleared the base is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go you. It's kind of a risky shock. I don't really like that one because... Actually, I might go that one again. Shock you. Now, typically, you don't really want your tanks all bunched up. It just depends where the cannons and the boom cannons and stuff are. Because if we can get a decent spread, then we don't have like mortars and machine guns just like absolutely ripping us to shreds, and we can get away with a little bit more stuff. Oh, come on, come on, come on! We need a shock. We need it yesterday. Boom. All right, we're coming out of the shock mine. I'm not sure what the plan is here. I don't know if we should be flaring or what, but we've at least got 2 engine rooms, and that's more than last time. We're gonna run into a couple shock mines here. Smokes would be lovely with this. That would really be helping us out. But yeah, I think that last shock mine, it looks like it's gonna ruin us. Just depends if they hit it or not. They can be very close. Yep, the last one just squeaked out enough. Just enough to get all of his friends trapped, too. It's not bad enough that he went out of line to hit it, but had to make sure that he took everyone else down with him. One more shot, we would have had one more engine. God. Oh, I love this game. 2-1. What's he got left? A bunch of grins? It doesn't matter. He's only got 1 engine left, so he's going to beat us, too. Ah, not a good showing. Not a good showing. But either way, this is, you know, one of the choices right now. All the other stuff we were using before is still working, and when I did get tanks earlier today, that was a nice push point, just to be able to maintain 16, to maintain gold. That's all we're trying to do right now, is just maintain the gold chest, and then we got to push forward. And well, first off, I got to go and backfill. I'm all about the backfill this season. I'm, you know, screw skipping ahead. It's so frustrating when you skip ahead and you get something and you know, you don't have enough tokens to upgrade it, or it just doesn't make sense. I'm going to leave the skipping ahead for the guys that finish in Legendary, and I'm going to go ahead and worry about backfilling so all my matches are at least somewhat even, and I'm not fighting uphill, because that gets frustrating after a while. So, let's do one more before we wrap things up here, guys. Oh, Mr. Star, Mr. Star. Yep, he's able to get us there. Let's try to finish on a win. Let's finish on a positive note. Alright, what do we got here? This one doesn't look too bad. Now, of course, we could still be using barrage to take 1 down, but it just means we have less gunboat energy left over for shocks and stuff. So, I think what we'll do, let's actually go up the top on this one. I think that's going to be easier, because if I look at this side, there's not a lot of mines, and basically all I want to do, we'll flare out now. If I can save enough gunboat energy by not having to clear shock mines and worry about, you know, tons of boom cannons and cannons. This guy does not have machine guns. He does not have mortars, so those heavies should survive a little bit longer. Whoa, tanks, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? All right, so I'm gonna start laying into this one, and that's where we're gonna put. That's where we're going to put all of our gunboat energy, and we'll see how that works out for us. So, tanks are gonna come out. Heavies are working on the engine room. Tanks are working on the boom cannons. We're all working in unison. That's what we want. Okay, 1 and 2. Is it going to be 3 barrage to take that down or 4? I didn't check if we had building health. It looks like 4. So that's going to be tricky. Not impossible, but tricky. Actually, I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to be pretty well off to just kind of... Okay, he retreated too. Man. There's nothing better than when you're halfway through the attack and you're stressing to see the opponent retreat. It's like, oh, thank you. Thank you. It's just the best. Alright, so... Is 3 barrage enough? Oh, man. It's just a party on this one. It's just a feel-good party. You know what? I don't even care about these stupid boom cannons. I'm just going for gold. Get out of my way. The tanks are coming through. They're mowing you down, mowing you over. Look at that, guys. That's 4 for 4. And, yeah. It took those tanks so long. I don't even know if these guys got a shot off. But, it's a good option if you're struggling and you're after 4 ER. So, yeah. Tanks. That's it for today, guys. And hopefully we're going to be able to push up a little bit better tomorrow with this. I think it's just going to get easier from here on out as we build up our defenses. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm missing. I talked about the troop damage and things like that. So let me know in the comments how you guys are making out. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out Backpack.